Hello everyone, welcome to Laravel e-commerce add-on feature. And in this video, we are going to work on the brand filter. Okay, so my one of my premium member wants this feature to be added, and you can also become the premium member and can demand your feature. And if that feature is feasible, that feature is possible, then I will surely add. Okay, so let's do the brand filter in this video. First we are going to show that see the filters here we have done: fabric, sleep, pattern, fit and occasion. You can see filters are working fine here, that we have done in the beginning of the series. Now we want to add the brand filter as well. As we have to add the brand filter, you can see the brands like Arrow t-shirt is there, Gap t-shirt is there, Lee t-shirt is there, so Monte Carlo also there. So some of the time user wants some specific brand product. Okay, in that case brand is really important. See brand is important than these filters. These other filters are not that much important as brand is, because brand specific user, like most of the users are brand specific. They want of some top brand product or some specific brand. Okay, so let's see, these are the brands is having the full complete module. If you can see in edit panel, we have the complete module of brand. You can add the brand, as many brands as you want, and you can associate the brand with every product. Okay, I will just show you. Like from here we are adding the brands. 4 brands we have added so far, and you can add, edit, update the brands, and you can associate these brands in your products. Like this product is having, we can check here which brand. Here, see, this product is of Arrow brand, so every product is having some brand. Okay, so now we want to show. So first of all, we want to pick this brand and we'll show here as a filter. Okay, after occasion or right at the top. Okay, we are going to show, and for that we need to update the listing function. Okay, so let's open the products controller. At front end, at front there are 2 products controller. Keep this in mind: one for the admin, one for the front, and we have to open the front products controller. Okay, so we need to go in listing function, and here you can see there are many filters are already here. These are the conditions, and these are the product filters. Actually, this is fabric, sleeve arrays, pattern array. Okay, all these are coming from the product model. Product filters function is there, so we are going to open the product model. So first try to understand what we have done earlier. Okay, so product filters. Okay, so these are the filters that we have added there. Okay, so one more, we are going to add one more filter here, and for that we want to write the brand filter query. Okay, so I will mention it like this: brand filter. Okay, and for brand filter I will create one brand array, and I will fetch from the brand model. Brand model is there, and we are going to select the name. Only name is required. Name, we are going to show their name, and where status must be one. Okay, so status brand must be active. Okay, only active brands we are going to show, and I'm going to pick the name only, and I will use one new keyword here: pluck. Pluck means that we can convert the data into array, and one single element we can pick. Okay, so I just want the name here, and the it will convert it to array. Let's see that the array is coming here, brand array die, and let's check it once. See a refresh. Okay, we need to include the brand model at the top, so let's include the brand model at the top. Use app brand, and now refresh, and you can see now we are having the all the brands here: Gap, Lee, Monte Carlo and Arrow. Okay, so now we will continue. Where is our query? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to disable this one. So we have now brand array is having all the active brands. Okay, so we want to return this brand array to the blade file. along with all these other arrays. Okay, so I am going to mention right before the fabric. Here I am going to add the brand array. Okay, so I'm going to open now front sidebar where we have the code of all these filters, and right at the top we can mention here the brand here. Okay, we are going to add it like this, and here brand will come, and fabric, instead of fabric array we are having the brand array. Okay, brand array we are returning brand array. Here we are going to make it, instead of fabric we are going to make it brand. Okay, so let's check it, refresh, and we can see the brand is coming at the top with all four brands are coming here: Gap, Lee, Monte Carlo, and Arrow. Okay, but right now it will not work because we have not done any kind of functionality based on these brands. Okay, so like we have done for other, with the brand class we are going to call the jQuery, and in jQuery we are returning not only this brand but the other filter values as well. Okay, so we need to update our front script here, and we need to make the jQuery for brand class like we have done for fabric. So we will just simply copy and paste, and like we have done for fabric class, here we need to do for the brand class. Okay, for on the click of brand class we are going to execute all these, and one more, and brand also we are going to pass, we are going to return to the listing page. Okay, like this, and here also we need to pass the brand. So here also we are going to mention brand. Okay, so brand will reach here in listing page. You can see here if fabric filter is selected, in the same way if brand filter is selected, then we need to have add the condition if brand filter is selected. Okay, so products dot so here see we have the brand name, don't have the brand id, but in products table you can check out, see we are executing from the products table, and here you can see we are having the brand id, we don't have the brand itself. But in case of the filters we have the filter itself, like fabric, pattern, sleeve. It filters having no id, filters are having the test kind of thing, but the brand we are having the id, not test. Okay, so we will check from the brand name. From the brand name we are going to fetch the id and we'll compare here. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to check for the brand ids. Okay, so here instead of name we are going to check for the brand ids. I will take this variable, and going to check in brand model only. I'm going to select only id as we want the id here, and we are going to compare with the brand name, and brand name can be multiple, so we will use the wherein, and I'm going to compare with name and dollar data brand, because in brand multiple brands we can also check the multi brand as well. So we are using the wherein, as the brand will come in array. Okay, wherein name, and here also once again we will use the pluck here, pluck for getting one value only, one element only, and it will convert it to array, and that we are going to use for the id. So let's check once. Addition die. So let's select some brand. I'm going to inspect it. Okay, like we have selected the Gap earlier, I am going to select the another brand now. I'm going to select the Lee as well. Let's see, and nothing is happening here. I'm going to refresh once again. Let's see, select Gap, see this one is coming, and you can check this one is brand id, one is coming for this one. Let's select Lee, let's check once again 1 and 2, and we are going to check once that these are having the 1 and 2 id, Yeah, gap 1 and 2 id, you can see gap is having 1 id and Lee is having 2 id, so it's fine. Okay, so it seems to be working fine here, so we can disable this one. And now see, we are having here id, so and also multiple id we are having, so we are going to check for the brand id here. And this one we are going to have this one, brand ids. Okay, so brand ids can be multiple. Okay, like this we can do. Okay, so let's see now. Refresh and hope it will work. And we are going to select, see, there are multiple brand of products, like this is the arrow, this is the gap, this is the lee, this is the lee, this is gap, this is Monte Carlo. So we have the mixed brand t-shirts right now. So I'm going to select the gap to have to see only the gap t-shirts. So let's see, I'm going to select the gap, and you can see the gap t-shirts are now coming. Only the gap t-shirts are now coming, okay, instead of others. So I'm going to unselect once again, and you can see now the mix t-shirts are coming, Monte Carlo, gap, lee, gap. Okay, so let's select the gap once again, and you can see the two t-shirts are coming. And let's select the lee again as well, gap and lee products we want to see. And now see, we have selected the two gap and lee products are coming. Okay, so our multiple brands are also coming here. Okay, so in the same way you can select the other brands as well, Monte Carlo also now coming. Okay, so one you can move Monte Carlo, and gap is now coming, so it's working fine. Okay, so make sure it will work fine with the other filters as well. So like you have selected one of the other filter like cotton fabric, so cotton fabric along with the gap and Monte Carlo, so all the filter must be work fine. So for that you need to do one more thing, like we are passing everything in all the filters, you need to pass the brand as well in all the filters. Okay, so simple enough, you need to pass the brand as well. And here also we need to pass the brand, like we are passing. Okay, so like this you just required to do this thing, and update all the jQuery, so that no issue will come in as far as the filters are concerned. All the filters must work fine. And like we have done the brand. Okay, so the same we are going to mention for all variable brand. Okay, so that is fine. And here also we need to add, so add it for all. Okay, let's add at the top. Okay, so check once again that it's working fine. I will select the gap only gap products are coming. Now gap and lee products are coming. I'm going to check with the other filters like low to high, so it is working fine with low to high filter as well. You can see amount is updating, and now I will use the fabric as well, so it is working fine. Okay, perfect. Okay, so all the filters are working fine here. So you can test this at your end, and hope everyone is able to do this. Okay, so premium and advanced members can get the code as well. Okay, so this code I will give them this code, and if they want, and see, in future you will have lot of benefit if you will join the channel as premium or advanced member, so that you will get the complete e-commerce website with complete support. Okay, then that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.